Today's horoscope, Capricorn August 22nd, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Today's Sun-Neptune transit points to a need to rest, reflect, and readjust. The tendency is to feel out of the loop. It can be tricky to honestly broach taboo or complicated topics today without ending up feeling awkward. You can be more sensitive and not necessarily ready to learn all the details of a situation. If you don't feel especially motivated today, energy levels can drop. Aim to be selective with where to pour your energy, and aim to rest or strengthen yourself instead of pushing something that isn't ready to budge. Consider that you don't have all the facts for the time being. You may need to wait until you are fully on board before going forward. The moon's move into your home and family sector later today suggests a need to connect with familiar places and faces. Unfortunate tension from recent days could still be lurking for everyone now. In fact, your romantic life is going to be thrust center stage with sudden news to face. As the mighty sun, igniting your solar house of sexuality, intimacy, assets, and investments, clashed in a sharp square with electric Uranus across the sky spinning in your solar house of true love, romance, and passion, you'll feel all of these themes exploding in confusion. On one hand, this could signal an abrupt ending to your relationship, especially if one of you is feeling that your needs are not being met. Do your best not to throw gasoline onto the fire if you want to smooth things over. Personal matters may have to come first today. True to your Saturnian nature, you like to get everything done on your to-do list since you take work very seriously. However, you may need to change your plans unexpectedly when the moon enters Aries. Something in your personal life will require your attention. You may have to cut your workday short, or it could be impossible to focus on work with everything going on at home. Try to be easy on yourself since you are only human, and things happen. You may find yourself fighting for the upper hand today, as the energy can be quite tense. It's sort of like when parents quarrel, and the kids are left to fend for themselves. You are quite capable of doing what you need for yourself. Eat 3 healthy meals, get some exercise, and don't strain yourself with picking up after others. However, it will be a better day all around if you can do something fun at some point. This day of rest won't be any more stable, and it may even be a little turbulent for you. It's up to you to calm people down around you. Today's vibrations will push you to be a good listener and tolerant. If your sentimental or family relationships aren't clear, force yourself to shed some light on them calmly and serenely. What is left unsaid may come out as quick as lightning today. You will have to have great lucidity to get through this electric day. While the moon makes its regular monthly visit to your communication sector, which occurs every 4 weeks and helps you express yourself more easily, an alignment with Saturn emphasizes the need to take this seriously. The timing of this event is particularly noteworthy because Mars will return in just 15 days for his longest stay in your relationship sector in 2 decades. Having open lines of communication beforehand is crucial, especially since Mars will have to compete with Pluto, who will be back in Capricorn by that time. At the same time that Venus, the planet of love, is making the most of her final days on her own in an adventurous part of your chart before the Sun returns in 2 days, she is also drawing closer to a friendly aspect to Uranus in your romantic sector. This is giving the planet of love's mission to bring the spirit of romance and adventure together some serious momentum. Daily Planetary Overview. As the moon enters fiery Aries this evening, expect to feel a surge of motivation and action-oriented energy. This lunar shift brings a dynamic change of pace, filling you with enthusiasm and a renewed sense of drive. It's the kind of energy that gets you moving, and you may notice a boost in your stamina. Whether it's tackling that to-do list, diving into a new project, or simply feeling more inspired to get things done, tonight holds the potential for some serious productivity. However, with all this excitement and vigor, it's easy to get carried away. Have you ever had one of those evenings where you're so absorbed in what you're doing that you lose track of time, only to realize it's way past your bedtime? With this Aries moon energy, that could definitely be a possibility. It's tempting to keep going, but try to be mindful of your limits. Sleep is just as important as productivity, and burning the midnight oil too often can leave you feeling drained in the long run. So, what should you do with all this energy? Focus on what matters most to you. It's easy to feel like you can do everything all at once, but spreading yourself too thin might lead to overwhelm. Instead, prioritize the tasks and goals that are truly important. What are those things that, when you accomplish them, bring you the greatest sense of fulfillment? By honing in on those priorities, you'll be able to channel your energy more effectively. And if you're starting something new, why not invite others to join you? Aries energy is bold and independent, but collaboration can lead to even greater success. Think of it as a way to blend your fire with the strengths of others, creating something even more powerful together. Have you ever taken on a project with friends or colleagues and found that their input took your ideas to the next level? When you're open to help, you might be surprised at how much smoother things can go. Here's another tip: don't overthink it. If you're feeling stuck, sometimes the best thing you can do is take a leap of faith. Imagine yourself jumping forward, even if you're not entirely sure where you'll land. That's the kind of bold, confident energy this Aries moon is all about. When you trust yourself and your abilities, you're more likely to land on your feet and experience those exhilarating moments of success and joy. But with all this passion and drive, it's important to be mindful of balance. While it's amazing to feel so alive and ready to take on the world, be careful not to let that passion turn into overwhelm. Sometimes, the universe will throw challenges your way just to see how you handle them. Maybe it's someone who seems to be working against you or a situation that suddenly throws you off course. Whatever the challenge, it's essential to approach it with grace and calm. These obstacles aren't here to derail you, they're opportunities for growth and learning. If you find yourself facing resistance, take a moment to breathe and assess the situation. Is this a challenge you need to confront head-on, or is it something that can be navigated around? The key is to stay focused on your path and not let minor distractions pull you off course. Have you ever faced a challenge that, in hindsight, actually helped you grow or see things more clearly? Sometimes, those obstacles end up being blessings in disguise. And a word of caution: be mindful of how you're interacting with others during this time. The fiery energy of Aries can sometimes lead to impulsive actions or a desire to show off. While confidence is great, it's important to stay grounded and humble. If you're in a position of power or influence, resist the temptation to misuse that power. People will respect you more for your integrity and your willingness to admit when you're wrong. Have you ever found that showing vulnerability or admitting a mistake actually strengthened your relationships? It's those moments of authenticity that can lead to deeper connections and greater respect. At the end of the day, this Aries moon is inviting you to harness your energy, focus on what truly matters, and move forward with confidence. There might be challenges along the way, but with the right mindset, you can overcome them and continue making progress toward your goals. So, what's one thing you're going to tackle tonight? And how will you channel this fiery energy into something that brings you closer to your dreams? Share your thoughts. I'd love to hear how you're making the most of this exciting energy.